If your mind goes blank in an interview, do not prepare 50 answers. In this video, you will build 5 reusable stories in 30 minutes, structure and practice them, then build one complete answer with me. Behavioral interview questions sound different, but many of them test the same small group of job needs: solving problems, working with people, taking ownership, adapting, and learning from setbacks. You cannot predict every question. You can prepare a compact set of truthful experiences that gives you somewhere useful to start. 5 stories are enough to create coverage without turning preparation into memorization. First, read the job description once and circle the needs that repeat. Look for plain signals such as deadlines, customer communication, teamwork, independent judgment, changing priorities, or process improvement. Choose 3 to 5 needs. This keeps your examples relevant to the role instead of rehearsing impressive stories that answer the wrong question. Now scan your experience and write 10 short event labels. Do not write answers yet. Search paid work, school projects, volunteering, freelance tasks, student groups, caregiving, or serious personal projects. Look for a delay you fixed, a disagreement you helped resolve, a task you started without being asked, a change you adapted to, and a mistake you corrected. Each label should name one specific event, not a general strength. Reduce the 10 moments to 5. Keep a problem-solving story, a teamwork story, an ownership story, an adaptation story, and a setback story. Prefer events with a clear challenge, actions you can explain, and a result you can support. Variety matters. 5 versions of the same successful project will not show the interviewer the range of your judgment. For each story, write 3 parts: situation, action, and result. The situation gives only the context needed to understand the challenge. The action is the center of the answer. What you decided, said, checked, built, or changed. Use I for your contribution, while giving honest credit to the team. The result explains what changed, how you know, and what you learned. This is the useful logic behind the common STAR framework, without needing the jargon. Weak answers often say, I improved the process. Strong answers make the work visible. Add scale, a constraint, the decision you made, 2 or 3 key moves, and 1 honest proof detail. Proof can be a number, a deadline met, an error prevented, feedback received, or a lesson that changed your next attempt. If the number is only an estimate, say about. Never invent clients, titles, responsibilities, or results. Practice from bullets, not a memorized paragraph. For a 60-second answer, spend about 10 seconds on the situation, 35 on the action, and 15 on the result. For a deeper answer, use 90 seconds. Record 1 take on your phone. Score whether the example was specific, your action was clear, the proof was honest, the story answered the question, and your delivery sounded natural. Repair the weakest point only. Here is a fictional but realistic composite example. Imagine you coordinate 6 volunteers at a community arts event. One check-in line has reached about an 18-minute wait because the registration spreadsheet contains duplicate and incomplete entries. Doors open in 25 minutes and 140 participants are expected. The goal is to speed up entry without losing the attendance record or making every guest repeat information. Start by observing 3 check-ins. You see that every volunteer is searching the same spreadsheet differently. So you split the flow, a fast line for exact matches, and a help desk for exceptions. You write a 1-page decision guide, move 1 volunteer to direct guests before they reach a table, and create numbered backup cards so corrections can be entered after the rush. Then you test the flow with 10 guests, ask volunteers where they still hesitate, and simplify 1 instruction. The estimated wait falls from about 18 minutes to about 5 before the doors open. All 140 expected participants are processed, and the team keeps a clean correction list for the final attendance record. The lesson is concrete. Observe the bottleneck first, separate the normal path from exceptions, and test a small process change before scaling it. That one event can answer several questions without changing the facts. For teamwork, emphasize asking volunteers where they were hesitating and adjusting roles from their feedback. For initiative, emphasize noticing the pattern and proposing the 2-path flow. For prioritization, Emphasize moving non-critical data entry until after the rush. For adaptability, emphasize the 10-person test and the instruction you changed. The event stays the same. Only the relevant evidence moves forward. Preparation does not mean you must answer instantly. If you need a moment, say, "Let me choose the most relevant example." Then pick the closest story and begin with one sentence of context. A deliberate pause is useful. The goal is not to remove every nerve. It is to reduce the memory search and give yourself a reliable starting point. Your full routine is simple. Find 10 moments, choose 5 different stories, write situation, action, and result bullets. Map each story to question families and practice one-time take. The job interview answer builder includes all 5 worksheets, the question map, scorecard, and filled example. The product link will be in the description. It cannot guarantee a job, but it can make your preparation more concrete.